Minister Gould, I know that you haven't been in your role since you've been on Met leave,
Yeah.
but you've been out campaigning. You know what voters are saying in the GTA and the mood in Toronto since Toronto St. Paul's. What is your message to the Prime Minister about how you guys are going to get reelected?
Well, it's about listening to Canadians, right? It's about hearing where they are right now and understanding where they are right now. Certainly.
Speak up and
Oh, sorry. How about I lift this up a little bit? I'm a bit taller than Anita. Um, yeah, I mean, look, so I've been on mat leave for the last 7 months, and I'm happy to be back now. But I've been out in my community and listening to folks in Burlington and around Southern Ontario in particular. And what I would say is that, I think there's still this feeling of unease amongst Canadians. Inflation is going down, interest rates have started to come down, and that's a welcome relief. But, people are still finding it difficult, with paying for groceries and mortgages that are being renewed. And so it's really understanding, I think, where Canadians are at this moment in time and listening to them and reflecting on that. And that's exactly what we're doing over these couple of days in Halifax is, reflecting on what we've heard and what we've gathered over the summer and thinking about what that means in terms of bringing forward policies that are going to respond to the needs of Canadians today.
so that's exactly the answer the Prime Minister's been giving. But if you
Oh, good, he's
look
listening. So,
if you look at the polls, the desire for change that voters seem to feel is very powerful. And yet, all I hear ministers here saying is continue to do the work you've been doing and delivering what you said you would do 9 years ago. So I'm wondering what is your prescription for how you address that appetite for change in the electorate?
I think that's a great question. I think the question too is it change for change's sake, or is it because we need to be doing something differently? When I talk to Canadians and when I talk to people in my constituency, for example, when I hear from seniors about dental care, they like that. They want that to continue. They recognize that if the Conservatives were to get into government, that probably will not continue. I was in a mom and baby yoga class, right? And I was talking to the people in my class. Many of them are getting the Canada Child Benefit, right? That is helping them with the high cost of living. Many of them are taking advantage of the 18-month parental leave that we put in place, and almost all of them are accessing the lower child care costs. They've found a space and they're getting those lower child care costs. They want those things to continue. They don't want those things to go away. And the question is, what is the change that Canadians are looking for? It's not those changes in policies, because those are making a real tangible impact for Canadians. But there are things that need to be different. We need to continue to work to bring down the cost of living, to make sure that there are affordable homes for Canadians. And those are the things that I think it's incumbent upon us to demonstrate that we're hearing what matters to Canadians right now, and we're demonstrating that we can make the changes that are going to impact their lives in a positive way. And I think, it's normal. We've been in government for 9 years. That's a long time. And we've done a lot in that period of time. But now we need to show Canadians what's next. And part of what we're doing here, part of what we're going to be doing in Nanaimo, is having those conversations about what we've heard from Canadians and how we're demonstrating that we're going to continue to listen to them, but we're also going to be able to make the policy changes and implement new policies that are going to have a positive impact on their lives.